Once again, the socialists are advocating for economically destructive policies. Zara Sultana, who's a Labour MP, and the rest of the Champagne socialists are demanding that we have a £15 minimum wage. What a joke. A £15 minimum wage is absolutely ridiculous. It's simple common sense. Raising the minimum wage will just result in inflation, unemployment, and businesses going bankrupt.
The cost of living crisis is unprecedented. People's living standards are being hit like never before. Poverty pay is rife, and the national minimum wage isn't enough.
I think it's important to state why there's a cost of living crisis going on at the moment. It's funny because the reason why prices are increasing is because of government interference, which people like Zara Sultana advocate for. Without lockdown and the government straining the economy, we wouldn't be in this mess. We need to free up the market and let business supply demand most effectively.
And the national minimum wage isn't enough. It needs to be a real living wage, enough for people to actually live on. And research from the Progressive Economy Forum shows that it needs to be £15 an hour by 2024.
The thing is, by increasing the minimum wage, you're just increasing inflation, since businesses will have to raise prices to pay for their staff, or the business will just go bust, limiting the supply even more. As the American economist Thomas Sowell says, the real minimum wage is always zero because it results in unemployment. Though I doubt socialists like Zara Sultana mind more people reliant on the state, let's be honest. But wouldn't it be better and beneficial for more people to drive down prices through the free market?
If prices are going up but wages aren't going up, somebody somewhere is making a lot of money out of that, and it's not people being paid wages and salaries. It's somebody making big profits. You can see it really obviously. In the case of BP and Shell, last year between them made £40 billion profit. That is because prices have gone up, not changed anything they've done. They've not invented a new kind of oil and they're making more money out of it. There's not magic new gas they're supplying. Its prices have gone up, so they make more money.
Again, it's a massive oversimplification which has led this person to reach a silly conclusion. Why have all of a sudden prices gone up now? Have these businesses all of a sudden become even more greedier? No, of course not. The reason why prices have gone up for these companies is because there's less supply and more demand. If you think about it, we were in lockdown for a year, which probably meant petrol companies weren't making as much profit since everyone were locked in their houses, compared to now, especially with the Russia and Ukraine conflict driving energy prices higher. And in addition, petrol is highly taxed at 46%. The person making the most profits when it comes to petrol is the government. Meanwhile, petrol companies have to raise prices even more if they want to turn a profit.
If we want to tackle the cost of living crisis, you have to squeeze profits to do that. You have to take on the profits that are being made. And one way to do that is to just increase the amount of pay that you're giving to people on the other side of that equation. So that's the argument there. Really, this is about redistribution. It's about giving people a fair slice of what we produce in this country and correcting for the fact we've basically underpaid people for at least a decade now.
See, that's the thing, it's just all rhetoric. Who's to determine what a fair wage is? If you want to give people a fair slice, you wouldn't restrict their ability to work. What's a person supposed to do if there's no employment since businesses can't pay a £15 an hour minimum wage? Are they getting their fair slice when they can't find work? You see, most socialist arguments are about appealing to emotions and blaming the rich, even if it means dragging the poor down in poverty with them. Socialism does not work, and more government regulation will just make the economy worse. And when the economy is worse, working class people will suffer the most. They don't care about working class people, they just care about bringing about their utopia. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jess Gill. Please like, comment and subscribe. Are you fed up of socialists too? Let me know your opinions in the comments. Thank you. Goodbye.